Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Molly. I couldn't reach the pedal. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Molly League Spike Magazine Trophy. We are in the first week of competition. We've got 9 weeks of regulation, followed by a top 8. It is opening night tonight, and we're going to kick it off with a double header. Tonight, we've got the league champion kicking it off. It's the Dream of Witch Foundation versus World of Cheese. Nick Satan versus James Like Snacks. Halflings versus Elven Union. Let's take a look at our 3 divisions for this brand new competition, the second competition in the season, before we take a look at the 2 teams here in game number 1 tonight. In Division A, as we just mentioned, we're going to be in Division A all night tonight for both of our games this evening. Nick Satan, the current league champion. Dream of Wish Foundation is his team. They're a halfling team. They're in Division A. James Like Snacks, brand new to the league. An Elven Union team coaching a World of Cheese. We also have Eagle TSI, brand new to the league as well. Coaching the Gastonberg Cavaliers, they're an OWA team. We have War Horsemen returning, but this time coaching a brand new team, the Wasabazans. They're an Amazon team, brand new to the league here with Blood Bowl 3 at least. We have Festung coaching Mammel's Nightmare. They're a Necro team. They'll be up tonight against Tizzle Bizzle and their Tizork Savage Boys. They're an Orc team. They're the second game this evening. Moves NC Snakes, a Dark Elf team. They're in Division A. Coast Modernism, brand new to the league as well. A Dwarf team. Dwarves making their return here in the Spike Magazine Trophy. The Fist Noel is the name of that team. And Chime returns with Conspicuous Disunion, a Necro team here in Division A. Over in Division B, we have Tadari, brand new to the league as well. A human team. We have 3 human teams in this competition. I'm so excited. The Department of Redundancy is their team. Berserker Tempest returns with the Vesuvian Lavabacks. They're a lizard team. Cobblestorm returns with their goblin team. Gunnar Gitz. Dead Fred makes a return appearance here in Division B. They're a lizard team. They are, of course, the Pip Stars with Pips Pippy on the roster, none other. Electrix Man returns with my favorite team. They're a Black Orc team. Ian's Discomancers make their return in Division B. They're a Necro team. Clypheus Clypheus's Odin and Snuffle. They're a Norse team. They're here in Division B as well. S. Beaver changing up their team for the Spike Magazine Trophy. They are the second human team in this competition. They are the remnants of Valor and BB Nut, the current Chaos Cup champion in Division B this time. The Believe Broncos returning. They're a Nurgle team. And of course, we have Division C. First up in Division C is Malik's Demos, coaching a Skaven team over here in Division C. Ajax returns with the Chaos Renegades of the Fishy Fiends, followed by the Imps of Entanglements, coached by Conkill. Galeshi returns with the Birds of a Feather, another Elven Union team. Old Gamer Mike returns with the Goodest Boys Strike Back. They're a Necro team. Hey, look at that. Technobabble Inc. returns. That's my team. That is the third human team in this competition. We have Philosopher's Song, coached by Spire. They're a Lizard team. Purple People Eaters are a brand new team, coached by a brand new coach here in the league. Sano coaching a Chaos team, and El Nubarino returns with the Gutterballs. They're an Orc team in Division C. 27 teams here in the Spike Magazine Trophy. After 9 weeks, there'll be a cut to top 8. It's a single elimination bracket. Who will be the new Spike Magazine Trophy champion? Can BB Nut win this competition and try for the, should we call it the Triple Crown? Should we call it the Triple Crown? Try for win number 2 here in the competition. Won the Chaos Cup with that Nurgle team in fantastic fashion. But up tonight, we have the league champion Nick Satan coaching this Halfling team. They have 13 players on the roster. It's going to bring the TV up to 790,000 gold. They have 2 treatment and a whole bunch of line mows. Linos? Linos. 2 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. They're going to be up against the Pro Elves of World of Cheese. They are a brand new team, 11 players on the roster. Their TV is 965,000 gold. That's 175,000 gold in petty cash. Going back to the Halfling team, not as much as Dick Satan would prefer to have. Halflings tend to want to go real low so they can get a lot of money in inducements, but that's still plenty to work with. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. A thrower, a couple of blitzers, a couple of catchers, and a bunch of linemen on this Elven Union team. 4 dedicated fans, 2 rerolls. How are these 2 teams going to play tonight? This is the passing elves, right? So being elves, of course, their agility is great. Being elves, their armor value, not so great. They do have a thrower. The thrower has the pass skill. It means they can re-roll one of their passes, no problem. They, of course, have the blitzers that have blocks, and but these blitzers also have sidesteps, so that's pretty good for movement and getting out of problem areas. But then the catchers, right? You have the catchers that have catch naturally, but they also have nerves of steel. They ignore marks for catching the ball. They ignore marks for passing the ball as well, and they'll ignore marks if they try to intercept the ball. Very good passing team, a little weak at low TV. They'll get a whole lot better as they start to pick up more skills. James Like Snacks has a couple of options with this team. Can really lean into that passing game, or can lean, or could make this of a more general elvish sort of team where he tries to keep his players alive and play more of a running game that way. Otherwise, he can lean into these passing skills, lean into these catching skills, and be a real nightmare for for a number of these teams in this division. We'll see how James Like Snacks decides to kit out this team as the competition continues. Did put a lot of money into dedicated fans. That's a very smart move. This is how you get your money. You want to try to have a lot going into the into a competition, into a season. You get more money that way, of course, and then you try to turn that money into skills, which turns into wins, which turns into more dedicated fans, and so on and so forth. They're going to be up against this Halfling team. Halfling teams are very, very difficult to coach. And James Like Snacks needs to be a little careful here because he is, of course, up against the league champion, Nick Satan. Coming in with this roster, has 13 players on the roster, but Ralph will not be... Is Ralph injured? Let me tell you something. Ralph is injured. I'm pretty sure Ralph is who I have for the player flyout. Well, we'll see. It looks like Ralph will not be playing tonight. Electrics man. How's it going? Oh man, I can't hear any of the sound again. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, I thought I fixed all of that. Old Gamer Mike, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to pay real close attention to that because my audio is all messed up again. Great. But this Halfling team, very, very brittle, very, very weak, right? Strength 2 across the board, except, of course, for the Treeman. AV7, that is abysmal. How's he going to stay alive? How does he win games? Well, these two Treemen can really hold down the fort at center pitch, and he's really just looking to get down the pitch, just maybe a couple of spaces, 4 spaces, maybe a third of the way, a quarter of the way down the pitch, and then he's in position for the halfling toss, right? The fling with these Treemen. He has 2 of them to work with as well. That is always an option for a halfling team, and it's something as an opponent to a halfling team you really have to be mindful of. You can't just let them throw a halfling over your line and let them walk into the end zone. That means you need to spread out, have a secondary in place to prevent that from happening. But otherwise, the name of the game against this halfling team is to murder halflings. And the way Nick Satan is going to avoid that is going to be having halflings grouped up together so they can get those assists, so they can try to stay alive. This works in a couple of ways for him. One, it gives you more strength, more effective strength, right, when you're being blocked. But 2, it allows you to maybe get a 1 or a 2 die block off against your opponent as well. And this is a way you can start to knock down your opponent's players. The Elven Union team, not a very resilient team. They are fragile. So if Nick Satan can get those 2 die blocks, he'll get removals. And if he can get removals, especially at this low TV for this Elven team, it could be a tough time for the Elven team. We'll see. But Halfling team's very, very, very hard to coach. We'll see if Nick Satan can start the season, or not the season, start the competition off with a win tonight, or if James Like Snacks will get their first. Oh, it's gonna be Snow. Their first win in the season, in the league, I should say, here tonight. Halfling Master Chef Sydney Pie Whistle and a cheerleader. That'll be it. Has 175K to spend in petty cash. That will be it. Did pick up the cheerleader, going all in on Nuffle rather than the cake. Oh, I think the cake's 50K, right? So it's gonna be a snowy day, and we all know what snow means. It's slippery out there. It is slippery out there. So all the rushes are gonna be a -1. Rushes are gonna fail on a 1 or a 2. World Cheese wins the coin toss. They're gonna decide to be on offense to start the Spike Magazine trophy. Oh man, I can't believe the audio is all. I thought I fixed all that. Every time I update my audio drivers, my audio gets all screwed up in my stream software. And I thought I fixed it, but I guess I didn't. Dream and Wish Foundation to set up their defense. Start with 3 on the line. Those 2 Treemen Massive strength on these Treemen with a strength of 6. They only have an MA of 2, however. So if you knock them down, it can be very hard for them to stand up. However, the Treemen on a Halfling team do have Timber, so they can get assists on the stand-up. You need 3 MA to stand up normally in this game. Because they don't have the 3 MA, right? They only have an MA of 2. So if they get knocked down, what does that mean? How do you stand up? Well, you have to roll a d6 typically, and on a 4+ you get to stand up. Not for Halfling Treemen. For Halfling Treemen, that's still true, except they can get assists on their stand-up, and they really need that because these Treemen are, no pun intended, they're really the root of the team here. They're gonna these are gonna be your anchors. These are gonna be how you move down the pitch. Oh boy, not when. Oh. All 6 on the blitz. You know what? Brandon Duffel, I think, might have worked out here. Dream Wish Foundation gets all 6 to move on a blitz here before the game begins. Electric Man says, so rushes fail 1,800% of the time. Yeah, that's correct. That's the correct math. Two-die blitz over on the left side of the line. Gets the pal here. Mighty blow in place. 7+ will break armor. There's the armor break. Do we get a removal before turn 1? We do indeed. The Dream of Wish Foundation starts this game off with a 1-man player advantage. Yeah, if I miss any alerts, I apologize ahead of time. I'm going to have to figure that out. Turn 1 now for the World of Cheese. Oh boy, Tricky? Tricky! Welcome to the stream, says Go Snacks. Ball kick to the 22-yard line here in turn 1. Crikey! Man, I thought I had it! Crikey, welcome to the stream. Hector Ranger says, I'm 100% rooting for the World of Tree. World of Trees? World of Cheese. The World of Trees is the other team. Welcome to the stream, Hank the Ranger. Lots of marks here on the left side of the line. Marks on the right side as well. Here's the blitz over in the right wide zone. 2-die blitz against Rupert, version 0.2. Gets the knockdown, 7+ breaks armor, but can't do it. That Halfling armor, too strong. In between competitions, after the Chaos Cup, they went back to their Halfling blacksmiths, and they said, give us something stronger. These pots on our head aren't cutting it. Wonder if we'll figure out what their armor secret is. .35 seconds left on the clock here. Going for the ball pickup. It's going to be a 2+ pickup. Works out. Every single elf has an edge of 2+. Cheddar, the thrower, is going to keep that ball on the 22-yard line. Good dodge off the line by Emmental, the number 6 lineman. B.1234 asked, is this game live? Just asking. It is indeed live. Yes, it is. World of Cheese on the bonus clock. You get 7 minutes, 30 seconds in bonus time for the duration of the game. There are no draws in regulation, so just 2 halves to worry about here in week number 1 of the Spike Magazine Trophy. If you're unfamiliar with how our league structure is set up, we have 3 open competitions a season, followed by an invitational. That's the championship. If you make it to the finals in any of the 3 open competitions, you will automatically earn an invitation to the championship invitational at the end of the season. But other teams can also qualify depending on how that bracket shakes out. Each competition has a competition structure depending on the number of teams that have registered. So for this competition with 27 teams, that is a divisional. 3 divisions of 9 teams each. Armor break by the Treeman. Gets a stun over in the right wide zone. Feta, the catcher. 3 divisions of 9 teams each. That's 8 weeks of regulation. Each team will play each other team in their division in a round-robin structure, with one team getting a bye every week. The top 2 teams from each 3 of the 3 divisions and the 2 best teams besides will advance to the top 8. The way rankings work out in this league is it's first by league points. You get 3 points for each win you earn. You get 1 point for each draw. If it is still tied, then it's who beat whom. If you're tied with another team for league points, but you beat that team, you rank higher than them. If it is still tied, then it is your TD differential. So how many touchdowns have you scored so far in this competition minus how many touchdowns you've given away. And if it is still tied after that, it is how many touchdowns you have earned. If for whatever reason it is still tied after that and the tiebreak is necessary, for example, for making the cut to top 8, there will be a playoff match. That has not happened yet in league history, but it certainly could. Hank the Ranger says, Ava, I think you forgot to send out the We're Live message to the MAML News Discord channel. Did I? Is everything messed up? Yeah, it should have been automatic. Let me see. Oh, no! Mickey version 0.1. Oh, no, buddy. Wait, is Cindy not on the pitch? So he has Cindy Pie Whistle. Cindy's not on the pitch. I guess he's hoping to keep players alive. Or... oh, boy. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Seconders Loop, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits, which I'm going to forget all night long because I can't hear them, but thank you. Two-Dot Block on the left side. Let me figure out this Discord thing. You are right, it did not send. There we go, it should send in a few seconds now. All right, back to the game. Turn 2 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation over in the right wide zone. They're gonna get a push against Blue, the number 2 blitzer. These blitzers come with sidestep as rookies. Normally you get pushed back on a block, but with sidestep you can get pushed into any open adjacent space, and you as the coach of that piece getting pushed away, you decide what space they go into. So the blitzer is going to sidestep to keep this treeman marked. So this is a strategy you can employ against these, against any team with the treeman, right? These treemen very, very slow. They're very strong. If you want to knock them down, it's going to take a lot of pieces, right? Like imagine strength 6 with a standard strength 3 piece. Halflings are strength 2, but just imagine a standard strength 3 piece. That's one piece. You're 3 to 6. You're still underwater. You need an assist for 4, an assist for 5, an assist for 6, and an assist for 7. That's 5 pieces. That's half your team you need to dedicate to get the 2-die block on a treeman. That's a lot of pieces. If you can knock down a treeman, it's often worth it. Well, I shouldn't say often worth it, but it can be worth it because of that 50-50 rule we talked about. Maybe not so much on a halfling team. The other tack you can take is just keep that tree marked. Keep it marked in the direction that you want that tree moving, which is typically away from the ball if you're on offense, well, really on either side of the pitch, and that treeman will get to take some shots at that piece that's marking, but will otherwise will probably stay out of the drive for the duration of the game. Crikey says, just wait out the double take route and then dodge away. That's also an option. Some believe the take route is inevitable. I don't. SP Beaver with the sub. Thank you very, very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. And again, if I miss any subs or any bits, please let me know. I'm sorry, I can't hear any of them because I am irresponsible. And I did not do an audio check before the stream. In fact, I almost missed the stream. I just bought a PlayStation VR 2, and I've been playing ever since I stopped working for the day. I've been playing Horizon, the Horizon climbing game. I was playing No Man's Sky, having a blast. Forgot what time it was. 50 seconds on the clock here in turn 3 for World of Cheese. Hanging onto that ball on their own 22-yard line. This is typically, you'll see Elves do this a lot. They'll just keep this ball all the way back here. It's very, very safe. If anybody tries here, I think it's time. I think it's time to get this underway for the Spike Magazine Trophy. If anybody tries to move towards the ball carrier, then this is when the Elves can just dodge away or move away with their decent speed, high agility. There we go. The Telestrator of Doom. But especially against a halfling, a slow team, a team that's much slower than you, it's a way to keep the ball safe. Ball's going to move forward up to the 10 now. Turn 3 is going to be a both standing result by sponsor Eleanor over in the right wide zone. Two-eye block by sponsor Patsy over in the left wide zone. Spends the re-roll. No block on sponsor Patsy. Spent the re-roll there to try to get the catcher down. Only gets a push out of it. Mediocre greatness says, that's it. Someone could die at any moment now. That's true. That's true. Let me see if I can fix these sounds while I'm here. I don't know if that'll fix it, but we'll see. Failed dodge. It's going to be a stun, but does not incur an injury. Well, does not incur a removal, I should say. Turn 4 now for World of Cheese. B.1234 says, I think they should make a real-life version of this game. I'm pretty sure that would be... Well, first of all, if you had walking, talking trees, I think there's other things we should do. But all things being equal, pretty sure it will be illegal in most countries. Bev Band, welcome to the stream, says, go World of Cheese. Electrics Man with the sub. Thank you very, very much for your generosity. I cannot hear you whatsoever. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to have that fixed for the next stream. But thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Two-eye block against Jerry version 1.0 over in the right wide zone. Gets a push out of this. Two-eye block once again on Jerry 1.0. Gets knocked in here. Looking for that 7+. Got it. There's the armor break. Well done. Another removal now. One-man player advantage for the World of Cheese, which I love saying. Got the armor break here. See you later, little fella. Offense spread pretty wide here. You'll often see Elves do that as well. That spreads out the defense and keeps it from especially against like a bashy team. If you're up, say, against orcs, you want to spread those orcs out so they can't get there. Or dwarves are another one. Spread those orcs out, spread those dwarves out, spread that bashy team out so they can't get their assists, so they can't group up and beat up on you. It makes them weaker on defense, and when they're weaker on defense, you can open up a hole and start moving the ball through. And that's indeed what James Like Snacks does right here in turn number 4. Advances the ball across the line of scrimmage, the opposing 12-yard line. Two-die block over in the left wide zone here. James version 1.0 is going to eat a block here. 7+ breaks armor. Oh, but he has dodge, of course. All the athletes have dodge. Crikey says, nice feature there with the instant replay. Thank you very much. World of Cheese back on the bonus clock here. 1 reroll left in the half for World of Cheese. Turn 4 now. Final turn of the first quarter. Dream of Wish Foundation on defense. World of Cheese has gotten behind this defense. And they have the ball on their own, or on the opposing 4-yard line right now. In the hands of Cheddar, the thrower. Rushing on the blitz in the blizzard. No! No! Tried to rush the ball carrier in the blizzard. It's a 3+ to succeed in the snow. The Treeman not only fails, but breaks armor on that massive 11+. Oh, thanks for the kind words, Clive. Speed out 123. Did you get my reply a few days ago? Maybe. Maybe when you asked me about your computer, you said you reinstalled Windows. That sounded like a win to me. Did that not work? That's right, it's an 1800% failure rate. A surf on James version 1.0 over the left wide zone. Well done. Oh, James! James! My man, James! The crowd, look at all that blood. You sure he's just injured? Did we get anyone to look at him? Anyone at all? Like, even a paramedic, somebody, please. Segnos Loop, thank you very much for the bits. Think of the children. Clivey says that he doesn't even get any SPP from that. On the surf? Correct. Now the ball advances all the way up to the 18-yard line? Yep, 18-yard line. Ten seconds left in turn 5 here for World of Cheese. Pretty commanding offense to start their career here in the league. Blitz over in the right wide zone for the 2-die blitz against Rupert version 0.2. Gonna get a dodge push out of this. Turn 5 down for the Dream a Wish Foundation. And now that Treeman with no assists, that will be a 4+ to stand up after the stun. Now we're gonna have ballistic halflings. Here we go. Couldn't land on his feet. Tiny Tim got thrown to Mark Cheddar, the thrower, but couldn't stand up. All that soft snow cushioned his fall. Wow, my. All right. Holy moly. Tiny Tim gets the pow. Oh, man. Tiny Tim. His buddy with the crazy dodge and rush and zigging and zagging. Tiny Tim gets on his feet for the 1-die blitz, spends the reroll here. Will knock down the ball carrier and breaks armor. Shattered that dude's knee with his crutch. Oh, man. Cheddar, the ball carrier, now on the ground. Bam with the follow. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Turn 6 now for World of Cheese. Wow. Oh, what a play. What a play. Blitz to a dodge pickup can certainly score here. In a tougher position to do so now, filling in the gap. 3-tie block against Brantley. Triple pals here, looking for the 7+. Got the 7+. Gets the removal. Well done. Pow, pow, pow! Terry 1.0 is going to get knocked down as well. 7+ will break armor. There's another armor break. What was that? What kind of kick? What kind of Dick Grayson kick was that? Another removal here for the World of Cheese. Crikey says, it's like, save some for the rest of us. No, it's like, save some for my future roles. That's right, it's wasting pals. P-Dot 1, 2, 3, 4 says, I can do that in my sleep. Another armor break here, another removal! Oh no! Oh, the halflings demoralized, they're falling! They're dropping like flies! Jimmy 2.0, stay on the pitch, buddy! Stay on the pitch, yeah! Cliffy says, how many halflings still left on the pitch? I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 left. So I think it's 5v10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a 5-man player advantage. Oh no! What did I say about taking root? Sponsor Patsy on the blitz. Spent a reroll after failing the take root roll. Gets the knockdown, no armor break. I can't kill flies. I was trying to kill a fly on a meeting and I failed like 7 times. It was ridiculous. Succeeds on the stand up here with sponsor Eleanor. Remember, because sponsor Eleanor does not have the 3 MA to stand up, had to roll a D6 there, needed a 4+, rolled a 4, it worked out. Minute 6 left on the clock. Good 3+ dodge. Repositions Jimmy version 2.0 to take a mark on the ball. Ball currently resting on the ground on the opposing 14-yard line. yeah, that's definitely a quote I said. Turn 7 now for the World of Cheese. Ball currently marked by the number 4 halfling hopeful, the rookie Jimmy version 2.0. Secular Sleep says, I think Jimmy's about to get revised again. 2-die block against Frankleton version 1.2. Gets a push out of this. Jimmy 2.0 is going to get knocked down. A 7+ breaks armor on these brittle halflings, but no armor break for Jimmy. Jimmy knows he's got to hold down the fort. 2+ to pick up the ball. Is he going to score? No, he's going to stall. He's not afraid of a couple of halflings. Marks out Frankleton version 1.2. So the 2 marks here, putting players between the opposing player and where he wants to go, which is in this direction. And now setting up a number of tackle zones to keep this ball carrier safe for a couple of turns. You can see here's where the tackle zones currently are. Turn 7 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Commendable job on defense. This Elven Union team broke right through broke right through the defensive line, but a good thrown teammate knocked down the ball carrier, knocked the ball loose for a couple of turns, but I keep wanting to call the team Cheese Louise. I don't know why. World of Cheese is able to recover the ball. They're taking out right outside the end zone on the opposing 24-yard line. You can't, look, you can't tempt fate. Another failed rush here. Turn 8 for the World of Cheese. No re-rolls left. I think they're going to walk the ball in. There it is. Very good score by the World of Cheese. 1-0 the score. Remember, these halflings can score in one turn, though. Crikey says, I'm sure Louise is in the world they live in. Oh, I didn't see who came back for the Dream of Wish Foundation. So a couple of guys. Whoops. Couple of guys. 8v11, is that right? 8v6, 11. So 3-man player advantage for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Cindy Pie Whistle is going to be out for this drive only, unless, of course, the Dream Nick Satan can successfully argue the call with the ref. I don't know, ref. I think you should let him have it. I think you should let him have it. Dream of Wish Foundation can score in one turn with a thrown halfling. We'll see if they can pull it off. SP Peeper says, I think those halflings need to start trading better wishes. Looks like number 11 will be the one to potentially score. Oh, the blitz is going to make things difficult. Is he going to put somebody at risk marking the treeman? Is the question. Maybe a blitz on Cindy just to prevent the single bomb top. Nope, going to keep the formation in check. The ball's been kicked to the 16-yard line just outside the right wide zone. Rupert version 0.2 can pick up this ball and hand it off to Frankeltron version 1.2. Two-die block to get things started on the left side of the line. Gets a knockdown on Provolone, a delicious cheese. Breaks armor. Gets nothing out of it. Cindy Pie Whistle on the bomb toss. No re-rolls left. Every single one of these die rolls is so scary. Cindy! Cindy! Got the knockdown on Edom. Is that a cheese? Edom, the number 8 lineman. Gets nothing out of that. That might be the last we see of Cindy in this game. Good ball pickup. Here's the handoff to Frankleton. 3+ catch works out. Now it's time to throw this halfling down pitch. Remember, there's 3 scatters on the halfling in the air. Nick Satan's going to hope those scatters are going to be in his favor. Got the 6 on the throw, teammate. Can he land it? He can land. Can he do it? Let's go. There it is. 1-turn touchdown. Tie ball game here by the Dream of Wish Foundation. Unbelievable score. Unbelievable. Frankleton landed on his feet, got through the dodges, and into the end zone. Cindy gets called off. Tried to argue the call. The ref was having none of it. That will be the end of Cindy's game. She gets her full salary here and only playing a single turn. World of Cheese screening out these elves, these halflings here to start the second half of the game. How many rerolls? Hey! Clear sky. Wait. Yeah, clear skies here for the Dream of Wish Foundation. See, listen. 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 So perhaps sponsor Eleanor rooted on turn 1.5. Listen. Dream and Wish Foundation took, looks like took one reroll with the Halfling Master Chef away from World of Cheese. World of Cheese is going to have one reroll remaining for the game. 4 for the Dream and Wish Foundation. They spent one. On the failed pickup. Going for the throw teammate again? What? Throws Frankleton get a little too big for his britches. He's like, throw me again, I can do it again. Watch me. Watch me. Doesn't land on his feet. The ball's going to land on the ground on the opposing 6-yard line. World of Cheese is going to have ample opportunity to cage up this ball here on turn 9. Festoon, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate it. Coming up in about 27 minutes from now, we're going to have game 2 of our doubleheader this evening. It will be Mammal Nightmare versus Tizork Savage Boys. Festoon versus Tizzle Bizzle. That's Necro versus Orcs. It's coming up in about 27 minutes from now. Probably right about the end of this game. Nick Satan going for the throw teammate toss. Just I guess he didn't think he had any opportunity to really protect the ball, and with the free treeman, thought to himself, well, if I'm going to throw this halfling, now's the time. Good removal here on the left side of the line, and now pressure, or not pressure, but control, I should say, by Monterey Jack over on the left side of the pitch here, trying to carve out the left wide zone. Electric Man says, must I reiterate my question? Is there a player named Pepperjack? I don't know. Which one brings up the, here it is. There is no Pepperjack, I'm afraid. Boot Polish says 0-0, Cheddar knocked out. Internet tanks. Get back online, it's 1-1. 2+ on the ball pickup. Failed the ball pickup here. Will he spend the only reroll he has? He does not, because he knows blue is right there to recover the ball. No problem. The number 2 blitzer picks up the ball on the failed pickup, says, I got you, bro. No problem. Crikey says, good no reroll snacks. Indeed. Indeed. Good knockdown here on Emmental. Also a cheese I'm unaware of. Gets a knockdown. Or gets a push, I should say. Cliffy says, the fact that the player can get the ball and it's still a turnover is weird to me. Yeah, I think it's just because we as an Americans, I guess, have a hard time imagining turnover as anything other than the other team gets the ball, you know? Whoa, there's a removed elf. Oh, got an injury here as well. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Sorry, Edom, I think your career is over. Got a neck injury on, on that block. That's going to reduce his agility from a 2+ to a 3+, and I think that is the end of his career. Indeed, that's a dead elf. I think so. Not dead, just retired. Just retired with no hope of changing his career. It's fine. Rushes back down to a 2. Did he fail? He did indeed. Rushes down to a 2+ once again, or up to a 2+, however you want to think about it, after the blizzard subsided. Electric Man says, by definition, turnover means the other team gets the ball. Or, I would argue, by definition, turnover means your turn is over. Beth Bam says, what do halflings know about cheese anyway? Hank the Ranger says, you can't play Blood Bowl with a broken freaking neck. Not as an elf. Or, yeah. I was like, wait, are they the elves? Yeah. I saw the orc cheerleaders, but not as an elf, you can't. Maybe Maybe as a Saurus he can. Turn 10 for World of Cheese. Under a minute to play here in the turn. They are currently in possession of the ball on their own 4-yard line. 2-die blitz on Brantley. The left tackle gets a POW out of this. Looking for a 7+. Got the 7+. Gets a stun. Electric Man says, or a pastry. I read that as you can't play Blood Bowl with a broken freaking neck or with a pastry. And I would argue you could do both. And now starting to take marks here. You don't see this too often with an Elvish team, but you'll see it in this matchup. The Elvish team playing a little more bashy. They are the strength team in this matchup. They're going to take marks. They're going to try to get these blocks, try to get to hits, try to force that other team to roll dice that they don't want to roll. 2-die block against Jimmy version 2.0 gets a push here. Crikey says, love a game of bashy elves. World of Cheese on the opposing 8-yard line over in the left wide zone. 3-die block to get things started for the Dream of Wish Foundation here in turn 11. After the one-turn touchdown, they're in danger of going down 2-1. Two-die blitz by sponsor Patsy. Only got a push out of this. I have so much work to do. I have so much, like, I am so overloaded with work to do. It's like, you know how when you have so much work, like, if you don't have a whole lot of work to do, you feel fine. If you have a lot of work to do, you feel like stressed a little bit about it. But then you get so much work to do that it like rolls over and you don't care anymore. Like I care, but it's like I'm not worried about it, even though maybe I should be. That's how much work I have to do. So of course, what did I do right before this game? Played some VR games, naturally. 37 seconds to go here for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Yeah, I went to the grocery store today, and there was a store nearby, and they had the PlayStation VR on sale. And I was like, so when the PlayStation VR came out, it was $550, and VR, I had the original, my only experience with VR is the original PlayStation VR, and I got so nauseous with those games, like super duper nauseous. So I was like, you know what, I'm out. When the PlayStation VR 2 released, in 2023, I think, it was $550, and I didn't buy it. And anyway, they had it on sale. It was $300, so I bought it. And not only is it much, much better than the original PlayStation VR, but VR design has come a long way too. Like, there's lots of features that make me less... Oh, the 5 gift sub by Clypheus. Wow, thank you very, very much. Putting that into the PSVR 2 fund. Clypheus, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate it. Wow, thank you very, very much. 5 gifted subs. Wow. Thank you kindly. And Bam says that's how it goes and there's too much work. Better to play VR games. You just, like, when you have so much work where it's like unreasonable to like manage it, you've just kind of, I think there's a little truth to that, right? You've just got to pare it down and just kind of say, you know what, I've got to stay normal so that I can just get through it. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, Cracky says, I like the music. Oh, thank you very much. That is from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Fantastic show. Everybody should watch it. Festoon says, you're a legend. Clypheus, yes, indeed you are. Thank you very, very much. Turn 12 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Now, World of Cheese has the ball on the Dream of Wish Foundation's own 20-yard line, just off the left sideline. Well protected currently. Not a whole lot of halflings left on the pitch. It is still a tie ball game. Oh, you know what it is? I think I can re-enable the sound when I go through the testing. There's like a testing procedure for it. 3+ dodge to reposition to get the assist on Gruyere. 2 assists will make this a 2-die block? Why? 4 versus 4. What am I missing? Oh, he's marked by the tree. That's what I'm missing. Gets the armor break. Gets a stun. Fails the dodge. Knocks himself out on the dodge. Turn 12 now for World of Cheese. Holy moly, that so if you've ever played Horizon Zero Dawn, it's like a Assassin's Creed style game. It's a Sony game. The VR game is like a rock climbing. It's Horizon, but you don't play as Aloy. You play as this other guy, but it's like a rock climbing game. And I am, I guess more accurately, was a rock climber. But my goodness, man, it's not very accurate with the rock climbing at all, but the feeling, the sensation is there. It's pretty cool. Couldn't see the tree for the forest. Get out of here. That's a Clypheus level pun. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. World of Cheese has the ball on the opposing 20-yard line. They're in pretty good shape right now. Don't you bring my name into this. Crikey says, good fill in the square there before the last block. Failed dodge here, and again, another player knocks himself out on a failed dodge. That'll be a turnover. Fourth quarter begins. Tie ball game currently. The Dream of Wish Foundation needs to make something big happen. The problem is they don't have anybody standing by a tree for a toss. They could still toss a player, but that player would have to move first, which means they wouldn't be able to move afterward. Gets a knockdown, gets a removal here. So another removal in favor of the Dream of Wish Foundation. No rush? These players would all be safer if they just stood still. No rush. Nick Satan, current league champion, won last season with the Lizard team. The only coach to win 2 championships in the league. Won season 1 and season 4. Won season 1 with a Chaos team, I believe. Spooked by the blizzard. You never know. There might be some snow. That's why he knew. He knew that was gonna happen. Turn 13 back from the World of Cheese. Yeah, halfling teams very, very difficult to coach. They're weak and brittle. It's hard to keep them on the pitch, and they're slow too. Like, they don't have a whole lot going for them other than that halfling toss, that fling. Very, very difficult team to coach, in my opinion. But Nick Satan, no stranger to difficult teams to coach. Nick Satan played an entire competition with an ogre team once, and that, if you want an infuriating team to coach, I think that's a prime example. Minute 5 seconds left in turn 13. World of Cheese has the ball on the 20-yard line still, but moved it back to center pitch here. It's a little more secure. Oh man, that stings. I just noticed my conjugation was wrong. Oh, oh, that hurts my soul. One die block on Sponsor Patsy here gets the knockdown. And now Sponsor Patsy, it's going to be a 50-50 die roll to yeah, 50-50 die roll to stand up. Got through the take root roll, got through the stand up. Two good dodges to mark the ball carrier. Terry version 1.0 staying in the ball game here. Oh, you know what? He landed on his neck. That 3 dice. What was that? Turn 14 for World of Cheese. Clavius, thank you very much for the bits. 2-die block over the left wide zone against Brantley, the hero of the team. He's gonna get knocked out. Maybe that's for the best. He's just asleep. 2-die block now. Oh, against the marking ball carrier. He's knocked out as well. Are we down to just 2 treatment on the pitch? Go for it. There's 3 turns left. Go for it, James Like Snacks. Get the table. Remove them all. Got the pallet. Sponsor Patsy. Broke armor. Oh, I was gonna be super excited. Go for the foul. Do it. Do it. Do it. I mean, yeah. I mean, I hope both teams win equally. But look. There's 2 players left. You gotta root for it. Third 50 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. I've got nothing to do. Back to the world of cheese. Oh man. 6 assists on the foul currently. Here it is. Breaks armor. Gets a stun. Does not get called off the pitch. SB Beaver says, can the elf score? Are you kidding? Turn 16 for the World of Cheese. All right, I don't think they're going to risk it here. Yeah, they're going to go into the end zone. There it is. 2-1 the score. That's going to, I think I was turn 16, right? That's going to do it. Oh, well done by James Like Snacks. Got their victory here in week number 1. They're going to be at the top of the leaderboard. Leaderboard. Very well played. Well played by both coaches. Again, Nick Satan is a league champion. We've seen Nick Satan win many a game in this competition. This is their second in this league. This is their second competition with the Halflings. And Nick has made some magic work with this team. It's just it's a very, very tough team to coach. Spirit guys, welcome to the stream. GG, well played, yes indeed. And with that win, the World of Cheese will be in first place here in Division A. Congratulations once again, James Like Snack, very well. James Like Snacks, very well done. Electric Man says, I too am undefeated. Yes, you are. All right. We're going to get right into our second game here of the doubleheader. Give me just, I don't know, 30 seconds, and we'll get this second game underway here with a little bit of a shorter pregame. He wanted to wrap it up. He's very considerate. He is very considerate. But I doubt that was the issue. I doubt that's what he was trying to do. All right. Let's get set up here for game number 2.